Hey guys, what is up? Austin here, aka Bowtie Guy 97, and today I've got a cool video for you guys, and I'm finally going to show y'all and answer the question that I've gotten on several videos that I've done, and that is on the color matching I've done here on my truck. But before we get started, if you have not already, follow me on Instagram at Austin04_Z71. They are seeing that I'm doing this in the video well before it's put up here on YouTube. So if you're subscribed to me, you know when we've got a new video coming out, what the next video is going to be on, and you can know when it comes out. So if you haven't already, follow me there. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. If you have been subscribed to this channel, you know that my Silverado is color matched: mirrors, bumpers, rear bumpers, and door handles. Now, if you watched the past couple videos we did, you found out that I broke my my driver's side door handle. So what needs to be done is I need to replace the handle, but the problem is they don't come color matched. You got to paint them. So what I'm doing today is I'm going to paint my new driver's side door handle. And I wanted to do this video because I've made a couple videos about the color match on my Silverado, but the problem is I'm just telling y'all what I've done. I'm not actually showing you. So people want to see it done, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show y'all how I do it, so y'all know, and y'all can kind of get an idea on how I do it, and if you want to do it yourself the same way. So things you're gonna need: an air compressor, a paint gun, a adhesion promoter or a primer. You're going to need the paint. The paint we're using today is PPG's Deltron DBC. We're looking for fine silver birch. It's called Quicksilver. It's actually silver birch metallic. So we're using PPG line paint, clear, primer, and you got to have a paint gun. Because we're just doing the door handle, I'm not actually doing it in a booth or anything. I'm just doing this out here in my shed. This would not be a setup to do big area like a fender or a car or a truck. If you were doing small pieces, this will work just fine. So here's the door handle, and I've got it taken apart here. You're not going to be able to paint it while it's together because we're not going to be able to get behind it and behind the door handle. So what I need to do is I've just mixed up the primer here. This is going to stay here. I'm going to hang the handle up here so we can spray around it. And first we're going to lay the primer on, then we're going to lay the base coat, which would be that silver birch metallic color, and then we're going to lay the clear coat. So we've got 3 processes here to do this. Now let's kind of talk about the cost. If you were to buy a half pint of that paint like I did, in DBC, I think it is like $64. So you've just bought $64 of paint. Now, next thing has to be reduced. The reducer costs money as well. Then you need to get a primer or an adhesion promoter. I would say an adhesion promoter. The primer, I'm just out of adhesion promoter, so I'm using a primer. So you got to buy the adhesion promoter. Then you got to buy the clear coat. So you've got to spend the money on the clear coat. And then the clear coat's got to have a hardener. So you've got to throw the hardener into the clear coat, and all said and done, just to paint a door handle, you might be $150. So this is a kind of a costly way to go, but it will last as long as the paint on the truck, since we're doing it right. And so in that case, it is worth it. So I've got, like I said, I've got the primer mixed up here. I'm going to prep this piece. I'm going to clean it real good and scuff it just a little bit with a Scotch-Brite, and I'm going to get it hung up here, and we'll get started on it. Alright, so an update for you guys. I've got the piece prepped, wiped down, scuffed with a Scotch-Brite. I've got the door handle, the actual handle itself hung up there so it can be shot, 360. And this just kind of sitting up on a can. I guess it's ready for us to put the primer on. I've got a heater in here. The outside temperature is about 60 degrees right now, but I've got the propane heater heating it up here to get a little bit of heat on these parts and warm them up. And it needs to be a warmer environment anyway. So we get the shed up to about 70, a little over 70 degrees, close to 80. We'll be doing good. So I'll get my gun ready, and we'll shoot all this here in just a second. Alright guys, so as you saw, we've laid the primer down both on the bezel itself and the handle. And now we are getting ready to actually shoot the paint, the silver burst metallic paint, onto the pieces themselves. So let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty guys, so there you go. That is the the coat of paint that's on there. It's not cleared at this point. So what you're seeing here is the silver burst metallic paint on the parts. So you need to clear on top, and then we'll be good. So here in the next 20-30 minutes we'll shoot the clear on, and then once the clear's set, we'll let the parts sit overnight, and it'll be good to put on tomorrow. So we'll let these finish drying and everything and shoot the clear. Alright guys, and just like that, we are done. I've got the shed closed up here, and I've got heating this place up because you want a little bit of heat. This can all dry, but so she's all good there, looking great, nice and wet. And I think it came out awesome. The door handles, actually, the handle itself is sitting over here, and that's because we finished it before we finished this. I just wanted it was hanging and it was scaring me and stuff, so we took it down after it dried. But it came out awesome. I really hope that this was a good video for you guys, to kind of show you the process that I go through when I color match the truck and when I have to color match anything, like when I have to redo the door handle and when we're going to do the other pieces on the truck, like under the hood this year. It is evolving and it's a little costly. I've said before in a video that I do believe that if you were to get a rattle can and some clear, for pieces maybe under the hood and stuff like that, you could certainly accomplish a good look on those pieces. But pieces like door handles, where you were consistently touching them and they're taking that, you touching them and in and out, I really don't think that kind of paint is going to withstand that constant motion and touching and all other stuff. So really, what I've done here is the best way to go. If you're going to do the door handles, the tailgate handle, maybe the actual tailgate cap, the bumper steps, stuff like that I've done to prevent it from flaking off, chipping, and stuff like that. So that is my 2 cents on that. I'm really glad that I got to make this video for you guys, because I know there was a lot of people that were really curious about how how I did all that, and that's how I did it. So we started off with, you either need a epoxy primer or a adhesion promoter, plastic adhesion promoter. Then you need your paint, the actual paint itself, the color of your vehicle. Then you're going to need clear coat, because it's a 2-stage paint. So, base coat, clear coat. So that's what we've done here, and it should hold up just like the other one. The passenger handle is looking great, and it's almost a year old. I think the color match is almost a year old, and it's held up fine. So this will be fine. Like I said, I broke my door handle off because my door froze shut, so I needed to redo one, and we've got it redone here. And it's looking good, and it looks pretty close. It's the color of the truck. It's a perfect paint coat match, so we're not going to have any problems there. That's your other thing you got to fight with too, is getting the right color if you do a rattle can. So I appreciate you watching. Like I said in the beginning of the video, follow me on Instagram. It's down in the description below at Austin04_Z71. Like, comment, and subscribe if you've got any questions that you need answered that I didn't answer in the video. You can DM me on Instagram. I do my best to answer all those. You can put a comment down below. I will say the number of YouTube comments that I'm getting nowadays, as the channel is growing, is growing substantially, and I'm getting a lot of comments, and I'm missing a lot of them, and I'm not answering them like I used to. I do my best to answer the comments, but currently the most effective way to get a response out of me is probably DM me on Instagram, and I'll do my best. I really try to go through those about once a day and answer all of those. So appreciate you watching. Check out the other videos on the channel. Got a lot more cool stuff coming for you. Take care. Have a great day.